Hey guys, just a little note before the show. Mike had a little bit of technical difficulties on episode 67 of The Machine of Nonsense, so anytime you hear his classic catchphrase,
Fuck Ariel.
you'll know he actually had a really nuanced, witty answer to the question, but he was just having a little mic issue. Catch you later. Enjoy the show. Hey there, it's The Machine of Nonsense, episode 67, and we're talking March. It's March 1st as we're recording, and we have a stacked March coming up for all the things we love. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey.
And we've got Ryan on the pod today.
Hey, guys.
And coming from the lands between, it's Mike.
Fuck Ariel.
What happened there? Do we have Mike from the lands between?
I don't know. Discord is acting real funky for me right now.
Oh, no.
You look like you're lagging out pretty hard there.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Did it catch up? Are we doing all right?
Yeah, you sound good now.
You had a little fit, but we...
Okay.
Cool. So like I said, we're talking...
Praise the ring.
Praise the ring. We're talking March. A lot of stuff coming up. Before then, let's go around the room, catch up what everyone's been up to. Mike, how far are you in Elden Ring?
Oh, man. I'm like 18 hours in. Just, branching my way out in this huge, beautiful, interesting world, man. It's been a ride so far. For people who don't know, Elden Ring is the next FromSoft game. We've talked about it a bit. But this one's open world now. It's not like a set kind of pad. Dark Souls is kind of open world, but that's kind of more of almost Metroid-y in a way than this. This one's literally go anywhere you want, do anything kind of stuff. And man, it's breath of fresh air for those games so far. It's been great.
All right, Kayla, you get to make fun of him and tell him how many hours we're into Horizon.
I think we're like 52.
It might be more than that.
Wow.
What you thinking of it so far?
I love it. I can kind of say the same exact thing that Mike just said about Elden Ring, which I think is kind of crazy. It's just a huge, beautiful, creative world. I like the different updates for combat and stuff that they've done. I'm excited to see where the story goes. It's definitely mysterious, suspicious. I don't know here. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gone to some really odd places, but I'm digging where it's going. How about you, Ryan? What you been up to?
I've got Elden Ring, first and foremost. I'm about 10, 12 hours in. I had to stop playing it because another game came out called Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons, which I've been playing. I played all yesterday, released yesterday. It's MMORPG, people who don't know. Fucking fantastic open world, meta events, story, you got it. I've been watching a bunch of anime. I've been reading a real good book called All About Me from Mel Brooks. If you haven't read it,
cool.
check it out. It's fucking fantastic. Learn a lot about Mel, and I've been doing a lot of streaming on Twitch. So that's a couple of things I've been doing.
Yeah, folks,
yeah.
go out and follow Ryan on Twitch. We always post all his stuff onto all of our social media, but yeah, doing a lot of Guild Wars on there, right?
Yeah, and other smaller indie titles that are easy to pick up and go.
Gotcha.
Like Elden Ring.
Yeah, that tiny little indie there, Elden Ring. I just finished Euphoria season 2, and I'm not okay. that was a hell of a season finale. Still unpacking it mentally, but we'll get there. Ton of
We
stuff.
also saw Uncharted.
Yeah, we did. We checked out Uncharted. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah. It was cool. It's doing really well. I left it thinking that like I really like Tom Holland as Nate. I think he can do it. I think he can make a series out of it. The rest was whatever, like I wasn't a fan. I knew I wasn't going to like Marky Mark, and it was a self-fulfilling prophecy, but
I liked him.
Yeah, and that's fine. It was a fun action movie though. It's just like a cool big dumb action movie. And Tom Holland is just his regular like, super charismatic like fun self. So
Do you buy him as Nathan Drake?
I think so. Like he's quippy and he's fun and stuff. I don't think like they really look alike or anything. But Nate's just a goofball, for the most part, and I think Tom can do that. He maybe if he can grow some scruff, that would help. But he'll get there. On to March.
March on.
March.
Take March. Let's go.
God. So March is going to be just insane. The beginning of this year has just really already been like too much. Honestly, there's just like too much stuff. It's become a little overwhelming, and it's marching right along.
Yeah, it seems like the last 2 years of COVID stuff is really we're getting hit with all that stuff that's been pushed and delayed, and so.
Even like, it was a perfect time during COVID to kind of start some of these things too, and now they're done. We are definitely getting a wave of media.
Yeah, so can't complain.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun to talk about, a lot of fun to watch and play. The first thing I wanted to touch on, March 3rd, this just came to my attention. I don't know if you guys had heard about this at all. Coming to HBO Max, Our Flag Means Death. This is a pirate show where Taika Waititi plays Blackbeard. He's also executive producing this, and like we said in the past, everything he touches turns to gold. I've never disliked anything that Taika has done, so yeah, give me Pirate Taika. Like, are you guys? Was this on any of your guys' radar at all?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I really want to see it. It's got Reese Darby in it. It's got the actor for Hodor in it, which is random. I've seen things from
nice.
Game of Thrones. A bunch of really funny, names. A lot of comedian people and stuff. It's be really funny. I mean, it's a period comedy, right? So I'm really interested in a lot of historical figures are in it. See what they do with it. Taika's great. And everything I've watched of Taika's gold. Like you said, it's just always good.
Yeah, I don't know when the guy sleeps. So that'll be March 3rd coming to HBO Max. The next day, we've got a lot. It's going to be a lot. Starting with Triangle Strategy coming to the Switch. We've talked about this one a lot. 2D, 3D, kind of a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics. Looks really cool. I'm super excited. It's one of my most anticipated games. Made the podcast for that. Coming to the Switch, March 4th. Coming to Amazon Prime, The Boys present Diabolical. Have you guys checked any of the trailers out for this? It's an animated series set in the Boys universe. We still don't have word on when I think the actual series is coming back, but we get some animation. Have you guys had a chance to check any of that out?
Yeah, I'm a little lukewarm on it. I want to really see it for myself and see if it's just like another milk project. Isn't it set like before all this started from the actual main series? I forget the timeline itself, but they don't.
I think it's going to shift all around. Like the some of it's prequel. I think some of it's during the events of The Boys. It's like just set in the universe, but they're going to be jumping around. Each episode is going to follow like different storylines. It's not going to be one connected story necessarily. So kind of an interesting concept, that world that they've created in The Boys, in the graphic novel and in the series is pretty cool. Just like the idea of superheroes just being commonplace in the world and maybe not being actual heroes.
I think maybe they took this might have been a love child from obviously what was it called? Incredible, that one.
Invincible.
Steven Yeun.
Invincible, thank you. Invincible, yeah. How well they did with that. Like, yeah, let's take one of our best franchises and make a animation out of it. Why not? So maybe that could have been a consequence of that. I'm curious, but I'm not exactly too excited for it.
The cast is fantastic. I mean, the original series is helmed by Seth Rogen, and he's going to lend his voice and I think some directing as well to the series, and then just a stacked cast from there. I think Justin Roiland of Rick and Morty fame.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, wow.
Yeah.
Big names.
Yeah, I noticed that art style is used in one of the episodes. Some really cool looking stuff. It's got like that Star Wars Visions anthology thing going on. Looks cool.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So that's March 4th, potentially the best day of March. That's coming to Prime, and that's The Boys Presents Diabolical. And a small like art film is also coming out that day, called the Bitman, I believe, coming to theaters. Anyone familiar with this one?
Oh yeah, the Bitman. I completely 100% heard of that. Yeah.
You guys are silly. Of course, we're talking about the film The Batman.
Listen,
getting rave reviews.
All I hear is he said if it fails, he will go into porn. Robbie. Mr. Pattinson. Yeah.
Oh,
he said
wow.
if it does bad in the box office, he will go into porn. So did we really win?
No, I don't think we did, because I'm going to go see this in the box office. I feel like there's no chance.
How often he lies and just tells weird stories all the time.
Are you saying that his story about loving Aerith from Final Fantasy VII is untrue?
No, that's legit. I heard my sources tell me
all of that is true.
It's the only true thing he's ever said.
I'm really pumped to see Robert Pattinson do this. I've tried to avoid the trailers as much as possible, but that's not been successful. But still, I enjoy his acting. I think bringing him back to a broody character is going to be satisfying if he does it, and I think he can. So
I'm excited for emo Batman, like hard, grimy detective Batman. Give me it, please. That's what I want. I love the side of Batman.
Yeah, it's really, that's everything that I've heard, is that it's really going for that like noir, dark tone. And I mean, everything that they've shown, all the trailers and everything else, there was a really extended one to lead into Uncharted when we saw that. And yeah, just the tone is just so oppressive and dark and like angry. It's exciting. I mean, I think Robert Pattinson's really kind of come out of, I don't know if you want to say come out of nowhere, but like, you know, he was kind of a joke for a while, Twilight kid, whatever.
Pretty Twilight. That's why I think like
that was over a decade ago. Like,
and he's grown into a great fucking actor, and so I think like this is like his second chance to be a successful broody character.
I'm with Kayla. I really wanted to go in it like completely dark. I watched the one trailer. I think it was maybe even a teaser trailer at the time, and I just haven't watched anything since. But I know it's hard to avoid those things when you actually go to theaters and they show previews. But yeah, hopefully I can avoid it until it comes out.
Yeah, they've kept a lot of like the Riddler stuff definitely under wraps. Even in the long, like, I don't know, that was probably a 3-minute trailer that we watched in front of Uncharted. you really didn't see much of the Riddler, and it seems like he's going to be a big part of like the mystery of it all, the questions behind everything. So,
do we know who the actor is for Riddler? I feel like I've seen more.
Paul Dano, baby.
yeah,
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Love him. I've heard that Zoe Kravitz and Paul Dano are the standouts
Really?
from the
Okay.
movie. So
That's exciting. I mean, I think Zoe's fantastic, and I love Paul as well. So we're all on a first name basis at this point. So
absolutely.
any stray Batman thoughts?
Man, 3 hours long. That's a long movie.
I'm loving it. After this, I really, really hope they take strong consideration of Batman Beyond. I mean, we've done this, same Batman for a long time. Let's get something new in there, please. I mean, I'm appreciative to like the Detective Batman we're getting, but I want something that's haven't been done before in the live action form.
Well, I know I've seen a lot of like people, creating like photoshops and stuff of like Michael Keaton as the aged Batman in Batman Beyond, and he's pretty much confirmed to be in the Flash as well. So that could all work. You could.
Yeah, he's going to be in the Batgirl thing too. So.
Oh, really? Wow.
He's not afraid to be Batman again. Yeah, get him signed up for Beyond. That'd be so cool.
I love Michael Keaton. I loved him in everything he's done like the past 10 years. I really, really loved his performance in Homecoming as the Vulture, and then coming off like Birdman and stuff. Oh my God, it worked so well.
Yeah,
Don't sleep on the Founder.
Founders look really good too. It was such a good film. It's got what's his name from Parks and Rec in it.
Nick
His brother.
Offerman, yeah.
Not his brother, but his it's so good.
I gotta check that one out. I was not a big fan. I wasn't like a Beetlejuice guy. I wasn't a big fan of him as Batman. I could kind of like take him or leave him. But when I saw Birdman, like I just loved that movie and I loved him in it. And then from there, him as like the Vulture and everything else, I'm like, all right, I kind of dig this dude.
Man, he's great in Jackie Brown, and
he's great in Jackie Brown.
The Other Guys.
Oh, I loved him in The Other Guys. Holy fuck. When he's doing the double job and he's at Bed Bath & Beyond, he's telling the ladies, be careful out there, ladies. There's a lot going on right now. Make sure you bring your mace.
Yeah. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah.
don't go too.
So confirmed March 4th, we're going to see Michael Keaton in The Batman in theaters. 2 days later, March 6th, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, coming to HBOMax. We talked a bit about this in our most anticipated podcast. This is going to be a Adam McKay joint, comedy series. Little bit of controversy around this with the non-casting of Will Ferrell. This one's big on your radar, right, Mike?
The casting of John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss was such the right thing to do. And yeah, I've just watched trailers and they've showed like who's playing Larry Bird and Kareem and all the characters from the 80s like that. Man, this is going to be so much fun.
There's a little bit of controversy about that one, right? Didn't Will Ferrell really, really want that role? Or no? Am I...
No, yeah, he definitely did, and like him and Adam McKay had kind of a falling out over it. Like they're best friends, been in a bunch of work together in several movies and everything else, and yeah, he just felt like what the hell? I'm drawing a blank. You just mentioned him, Riley,
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, John C. Reilly, like that. He was just a better fit than Will Ferrell, and. You can't fault him for it, and whatever else is where the beef stems from, who knows? But it's sad. I hope they work together and figure it out, because like they've made some really cool stuff. But like, come on, like it's Adam McKay's project, and it's gonna be great. So that's Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, coming to HBO Max March 6th. On March 11th, we're getting Turning Red, coming straight to Disney Plus, about a red panda animated film. I'm super excited.
Girl that turns into a red panda when she gets excited.
It's about
she
a red
turns
panda.
Coming of age tale.
Red Panda excited?
I just think it looks super cute. I'm gonna check this out immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Mike's house to watch this, so you can come with.
No, I'll be watching it alone, crying.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we're gonna have a cool movie night.
Yeah, we are.
It's coming right to Disney Plus, which is awesome, and no paywall or anything. So
just there.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, kind of an interesting decision, seeing as like how all of their animated stuff has done well, even in the pandemic and everything else. Pretty much everything they've released to theaters or done the paywall has, it hasn't mattered. But hey,
yeah,
great benefit.
I'll take it.
Disney Plus,
please and thank you.
I think right around that same time, we're getting all of the Defenders universe coming over from Netflix. That might be the same day even.
Are they editing those? Have they said that they're...
They are adding a parental control option onto Disney Plus in order to like allow for that content to be on there. So
I think that's the way to go.
You'll be able to watch
seen people tweeting like,
yeah.
I've seen people just like, hey, they took this scene out of this movie. Like, Disney shouldn't, like, stuff they've acquired from all their acquisitions, stuff they didn't even make.
Chopping it up.
It's kind of a bummer to hear them doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and that would be just such a loss to lose all the Defenders stuff. I mean, especially like Daredevil is so just visceral.
My favorite.
And, yeah.
So Punisher, like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like that's really kind of not for kids, right? All of it's not really for kids, but that one particularly is a bit much.
Yeah, but it's a great compromise.
I think Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are doing it within like the first 10 minutes.
True.
Yeah.
That's good job.
But yeah, I'm glad they're doing it that way because like it's a cool compromise because they could have just cut them up and people would still watch them and everything else. It's just more content for Disney Plus. I'm sure it took some doing to just like add parental controls and everything else. I know they released some details on how that is all going to roll out and what you can do. But when Disney Plus was just coming out, they said like the PG-13, everything would be PG-13 or less, and they wouldn't have any content that would be like a R or mature content. So it's nice. It's good for the fans that they're allowing some more hardcore content.
I for $1 billion company, their actual application or interface sucks really bad. It's not good compared to other ones. I'm surprised how bad it is. Hopefully they improve that in time, but man, it's the worst one of everything.
It is weird how it doesn't do a good job of like pushing you in a direction. Like it's all over the place. You got to really search for what you want to find on Disney Plus a little bit. So that's March 11th, Turning Red coming to Disney Plus with the bad interface. March 16th, we're getting Tunic finally. Everyone remember Tunic from like, I don't know, 10 years ago or so? It's a little Fox Zelda game coming to PC and Xbox. I've been excited for this forever. So excited that I completely forgot about it. Years passed, and then it finally got a release date. But looks real cute. It's had. You played the demo, right, Mike?
Fuck Ariel.
I played the demo, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you played it recently, or back then? Yeah,
back then. So
it's been
a
while.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure even if you could anymore.
Difficult,
but it's coming out soon.
But fun and just a great art style.
Yeah, really good looking game. So that's Tunic coming to PC and Xbox on March 16th. 2 days later, on March 18th, we're getting Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. Say that 3 times fast. It's coming to everything: PC, Xbox Series, the old consoles, PS4, PS5. Not Switch, but everything else. Any hype going into this? It looks really cool, but it's not really my type of game. It's like a
action.
Yeah, high action type game.
I'm really excited for it. This is kind of like the prequel to like Final Fantasy, in a way. It makes it really interested in it. Yeah, Origin. I'm really, really excited for it. Hopefully the gameplay is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Maybe it's good. We'll see. It's not. I mean, it's not a sole Square game, right? They work with a different company for this one as well, I believe.
Yeah, what's a Platinum, right, Mike?
Something like that.
I don't think this is a platinum joint.
No,
I could be wrong.
Maybe people are just
I
like
think it's like, is it Team Ninja?
Team Ninja. You might be right. You might be right on that.
Which they do, action stuff.
Right.
So, just the tone of this thing is weird. It seems like Square's trying to lean into the joke, like because people were really, really dogging this thing when it first got revealed. So I'm just eager to see what the reception is when it comes out. I don't think it's going to be very good. We'll see.
Kind of a short turnaround in terms of like announcement to release, maybe less than a year, probably. When did we first see this?
E3.
Was it E3?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's E3, right?
I think you're right. Yeah, so less than a year. Usually when we get a Final Fantasy announcement, it's, forever until we get an actual release, but I guess it was close to being done. They released that demo like day one. Visually, it looks really, really cool, real snappy and stuff, but just maybe not my thing. I've never played the first Final Fantasy, so, maybe if it's fantastic, this is how I'll, get into that series. March 18th, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, coming to everything. On March 24th, we're going to see Mr. Halo's face, guys. Coming to Paramount Plus, we're getting Halo. John Halo is taking off his helmet for the first time ever. What's our hype level for Halo? Kayla, I know we really like those first two games. We really enjoyed playing those, and I think someday we're going to play additional Halo games. Any interest in checking out the Halo series?
I do want to watch the series. I don't like even thinking about them showing Master Chief's face in this show already, though. I'm not a big fan of that.
It's all the rave with the helmet shows.
Yeah.
Is showing the face.
Yeah, it worked out really well in Boba Fett,
Don't show his face. Don't show me his face. That's his thing. You can't, have however many games they have that we haven't seen his face, and they're like, all right, we're going to take a stab on Paramount Plus, and we're going to show his face. Don't dive into that right away. You got to work up to that.
What a weird place to put it of all the streaming services. Paramount Plus. To their credit, Bel Air is actually really good.
Yeah, you dug that?
Yeah, it's actually really, really good. But me, Halo, I've never been a Halo guy. I'll give it a watch. Maybe it'll be good. Well, I'm hoping so.
Mike's like a pro Halo Infinite player.
Fuck Ariel.
I hear he's a pro Halo Infinite player. For sure, yeah. He's talked to me many times about being a pro Halo Infinite player.
Oh, I'm so bad at
You ask him yourself. He'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. When we have him on the pod, we'll ask Mike all about his Pro Infinite playing. So that's the Halo series coming to Paramount Plus on March 24th. The next day, we get a bunch of fun stuff, starting with The Lost City coming to theaters. That's Channing Tatum and
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, yes. They don't make them like this anymore. Just a silly rom-com in the jungle. I don't know. It's kind of fun, right?
I want it.
I want it.
It's Romancing the Stone.
Yes, exactly.
It's such a weird cast. It's got Daniel Radcliffe, it's got Brad Pitt, it's got Channing Tatum, it's got Sandra Bullock. Would you ever think they would ever be making a movie together if someone just
Those are some of the best those are the best rom-coms where they just show up and they are weird and goofy and obviously there's romance in it, so there's weird stuff happening. I want to see it. I'm excited.
Me too.
It's definitely a movie from 10 years ago, just
Yeah.
They don't make these type of movies anymore. Or you get like something straight to Netflix with like, Ryan Reynolds or something like that. But
This is theaters only? Is this a streaming?
I think it's theaters only. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. So
Risky.
Yeah, I who knows if it'll do any good. I think if it's so tough. I mean, it's a tough market now. Those type of things, like a rom-com or whatever else, they do go straight to streaming, and they don't often have your big stars. Or argue
Not
if you
in this
want.
last decade.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been tough. I know, like Kayla and I love like The Long Shot as an example, which like should have done so well. Like that's a hilarious movie, really fun, like rom-com, and that movie just completely bombed in theaters. And that was pre-pandemic. That was like Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen. Like you'd think that would just work, but just not what people are going out and seeing anymore.
Last great rom-com. So good. Long Shot.
So good. The next great rom-com, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, also coming March 25th. Have you guys seen the trailer? I just showed Kayla the trailer not 10 minutes before this pod. I saw this a couple weeks back and blew my mind.
I love when a new nickname just it sounds like.
Oh gosh, so Michelle Yeoh, what is this movie? Like what it's the metaverse, it's the multiverse.
It's everything, everywhere, all at once. It's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of different universes that this woman can see. And it looks crazy.
Yeah.
And there's some kind of mission, there's some kind of secret mission. Trailers, they told me everything. Now I know. Who needs to see it?
Yeah, we know everything and absolutely nothing. What did you think of this, Mike, when you saw it?
Man, there's a lot going on in it. She's constantly like whenever she's in these fight scenes, she can recall a different like universe version of her metaverse version, and like she's like in a fight scene and she remembers when like a lifetime when she was one of those sign twirlers outside, and so she's like twirling a riot shield around and blocking all these incoming fucking guys and shit. And it looks cool. It looks like a real fast-paced movie, like just not letting up. So
I don't think it'll have a like a slow start or anything. You already sees so much action happen in the trailer.
It looks like a video game. Yeah. Like it's like someone sat down and had a concept for a video game, and they were like, "But what if film?" And
I didn't get to bring it up in the Lost City, but that trailer does not make any sense. Like,
see, I haven't seen the trailer.
So Sandra Bullock wrote a book. Okay.
And what
based
doesn't make
on
sense?
A Lost City. But then now she has to find this Lost City. Like, I don't know. It just sounds...
Wasn't the book called, like, Lost City of D or something like that? Because he's like
and Amazon really wants me to watch the movie Lost City of Z or whatever. So it was really weird to see that title. So the plot of that seems real slapdash. So we'll see the Lost City, but Everything Everywhere looks cool. It's theaters only as well. I don't know if I'll be taking a trip to see that, but looks good. Once it comes to HBOMax or whatever, I'll check that out.
Yeah, that one looks like a lot of fun. One thing I know you will be checking out, Mike, also on March 25th, Ghostwire Tokyo, coming to PC and PS5. Lucky ducky, Mr. PS5 over there. After Elden Ring, your most anticipated game of this year?
Probably. The more they keep showing of it, it sounds really cool. Just like this ghost version of Tokyo that you're exploring, and you're doing cool Doctor Strange powers, exploring and fighting, ghost busting. Basically, you're lassoing them with your weird finger strings and shit. So I'm pumped.
Wasn't this shown at E3 as well? I kind of vaguely remember something like this being
This
shown.
was a couple years ago that they initially
Yeah.
announced it.
Oh.
Had a ton of buzz
Yeah, that like
and then
big
kind of went
PS5
silent.
blowout. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's from Tango Gameworks of the Evil Within fame, a series that I personally love. This game's kind of a departure from that first-person view. Looks like more magic, mystical stuff, like Mike said. You know, like your Doctor Strange kind of character. But still, creepy environments. Looks like they're still doing a horror thing. Definitely leaning into the Tokyo-ness of it all. Exploring Tokyo and semi-open world, I think, is what they're saying. One of those wide linear, maybe. So that's March 25th. Ghostwire Tokyo coming to PC and PS5. Competing with Mouthful Mode, Kirby, and the Forgotten Lands. Coming to Switch, same day, March 25th. Ryan's second most anticipated game, I think, on this one.
On top of Tomas's first most anticipated game ever. He's a big Vor person from what I hear. Really big into the Kirby scene. Like eating everything. Yeah, it looks interesting. You get to suck up cars and literally almost anything, right? In the game. You just get to
become it. Yeah, you
become it. You can become a taxi cab.
A car. Yeah, you drive around.
By eating it. I like
I
it.
have no interest in Kirby really at all. But the memes alone have been worth it. Just like Twitter just blowing up with Kirby eating random things. It's really good. It's a lot of fun.
Wasn't there one of just very distraught, scared passengers on a bus, and his whole body is just over the windows, and they're just afraid for their lives.
They're inside.
Yeah.
It's also good. It's so wild too because it's set in a post-apocalypse. It looks like they dropped Kirby off at The Last of Us or something. And he's there to eat, man. He's there to eat, but it looks really good. It just looks like a Switch game, a Mario kind of platformy type game. From what they've shown, they showed a decent amount of gameplay, running and jumping, and yeah, him just devouring everything, becoming cars and whatnot. So very much, it seems like it's kind of really riffing on Mario Odyssey in that sense. How about you, Mike? I know you're like a puzzle platform type of guy, but not necessarily a Kirby guy.
No, this one looks pretty cool. It looks very Odyssey-like. Kirby's always kind of very kiddish, very very kind of simple games. I don't know if this will be much different, but I'm in the bag for this one. The kids saw it during the last Nintendo Direct, and they were all about it. Very very excited to play the new Kirby. So I think I'll be buying it.
Yeah, if I ever get done with Horizon, and then Elden Ring, and then Pokemon Arceus, maybe I'll get to Kirby. God, it's been too much. Rounding out March, the last thing we're going to talk about today, March 30th, Moon Knight, coming to Disney Plus. Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. Super exciting. They're showing more and more images. We got a teaser trailer. The Disney Plus shows, we've talked a lot about them on this pod. They've been a little hit or miss, but this one definitely seems like the most dark, brooding, going for all the same things that the Batman's going for. You got Oscar Isaac doing some interesting voice work. I don't know if I've taken your pulse on this one, Ryan. What do you think of Moon Knight and what you've seen so far?
I'm 100% for it, man. I love Oscar Isaac. He's a good actor. I mean, I feel I wish he was just in more of Dune. When I saw him, he did such an excellent job. Blew me away. No. I mean, I've been reading all about it. They're saying, they're just not holding back the violence. It's going to be full throttle. I always looked at him like a Moon Knight's always like a messed up Batman, even more fucked up Batman. That's what he's come off to me. So I'm really excited for it. I hope the costume works well, because what I've seen look kind of boxy and kind of super I don't know, 90s superhero-ish. So hopefully it's not that bad. superhero film, which is X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
We all know how amazing that film was, right?
We don't talk about that film here.
It seems like he wears a different disguise for whichever personality is out at the moment. Like he has like a detective-y noir kind of costume. He has like a different stuff going on. From what I've heard. So sounds great. I can't wait to see this.
How are you and Kayla feeling about this one?
I'm pumped. You guys have said it. Oscar Isaac is great. I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely love Oscar Isaac. I think the coolest thing about it is I don't know anything. I mean, other than what I've heard that he's like a weird Batman or like a fucked up Batman. Like that is literally all I know. And then what I've seen from the trailer, it seems like he hears voices or whatever else. But like I was not aware of Moon Knight as a character whatsoever. So going into it blind and like just not knowing anything about the character, it reminds me a lot of some of the Avengers that I didn't like when Vision was first announced or first shown. I was like, who the fuck is that? Like, all right, cool, whatever. Yeah, I know Spider-Man, I know Iron Man, the Hulk, whatever, but like it's cool to just see a character that I'm not familiar with whatsoever.
I think you guys like it. I mean, Moon Knight has a lot of like super dark humor. So if you're into that, like that's Moon Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how dark they're going to be able to get it. It kind of goes back to them adding parental controls and stuff for the Defenders universe. I wonder if they're going to try to push the envelope at all with Moon Knight, or still keep it in that same realm of Falcon, Winter Soldier, and kind of what they've done so far.
I think it'll be the latter.
Yeah. Well, it'll still be good. I think. I mean, they've found a sweet spot of how to show violence without really showing violence. So that's March, guys. That is a lot of stuff. We've got games, we've got TV, we've got movies. So I expect everyone to see everything and report back. What's everyone most excited for?
The Batman.
Is that Universal? Well, how about you, Ryan?
Our Flag Means Death. I'm really excited for that. But I want another comedy for a while. The Batman, Moon Knight, Tunic, surprisingly enough, even though it's been on the back burner for such time. It looks like a fun platformer. Zelda platformer, essentially. Everything else is kind of, I don't know, in the air for me.
It's probably Moon Knight for me. I'm totally in the bag for that one. I can't wait to just see what Isaac does with this character. I don't know much about him either, but from the trailers and stuff, it seems like an oddball, goofy, crazy thing for him to do, and can't wait to see it.
I'm gonna pick Everything Everywhere All at Once, just behind the Batman, just behind. Really excited for the Batman. I think we're seeing that as soon as it comes out Friday night. And then, I'm all in for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm excited for that one. Might run out to the theaters, see that. That just looks batshit. So that's March. Hope everyone's just as excited as we are. Lots of stuff coming out. If you haven't already checked it out, we did an interview in our last episode with Patrick Pena regarding his new film, Microdosing, coming soon. Go ahead and check all that out. And you want to support that project, go ahead. There's an Indiegogo. We've set up various links on our social media for that and in the episode show notes. He'd love it if you could support him. Otherwise, just check out his stuff at Lucha Style on all social media. How about you check out our stuff as well? We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We've got Monstars, our Facebook fan group, putting up a lot of different polls, memes, and all kinds of fun things there. We want to hear from you. Go ahead and post your stuff as well. We want to interact with our community. If you want to hear your voice on this pod, go to anchor.fm/machineofnonsense. Leave us a voicemail. We'll put that into a future pod episode. Check out Ryan. He's streaming on Twitch. What's your handle on there, Ryan?
It's twitch.tv/Brimstar, BRIMSTAR, all lowercase. I stream usually on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights. Usually probably around 7 p.m. CST.
Oh yeah, guys, check out his streams. He's doing some fun stuff out there. Elden Ring, Guild Wars 2. And, say hey to all of the rest of us, too. We'd love to hear from you. This was episode 67 of The Machine of Nonsense. I was your host, Eric, joined by Kayla, Mike, and Ryan. We talked all about everything coming in March. We're getting out of here, and we're saying goodbye.
Bye.
Smell you later.
Fuck Ariel.